What's up, everybody? Mm. Ah, let me get close to you. What's up, Brooklyn Squad? It's your girl Jane. I'm back again with another video. So if you're looking at the thumbnail, hey Katie, welcome back. Welcome back. We are Cody's voices. Welcome back. Let me drop the link and then we're gonna get into some things. It's not gonna be that long. I'm just gonna make this a short video. And then tonight we're coming back on for another trial of a mother. So, but I did want to just give an update on this, okay? So, if you're new, welcome. If you're not new and you're just joining, welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will be doing shout outs again. And I do have some announcements that I want to do, but I'm not going to do it on this live. So, Codi Bigsby. And I know I say his name wrong, but he know I love him. He has justice. He has some justice. And I'm going to say why. Because the second part of it, we still don't know where his body is. Okay? We still don't know where his body is.
Hello.
See? Hi, baby.
How
Can
are
you hear
you?
me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. Okay. So we have justice. Yes.
We have
We have some
justice.
justice. We have some justice.
Some.
Some, right? But
Yes.
he's not on the street.
No, absolutely not.
And that's the blessing, right?
Yes. Now, have you watched this?
Not yet. No, I did watch a little bit and then I stopped it because what I like to do is I like to watch it with them.
Okay, what
I like
about
to
the
see
what
yeah.
about the first one that I sent you? The press
Oh, he
the press
oh
conference.
there's two?
I sent you a copy of
Hold on.
the press conference from the Commonwealth's attorney.
Okay,
I think.
oh, there is two.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that one right there.
Okay, so wait, we got the 13 Corbin. Okay, and then we got the jailhouse. Okay, we're gonna watch both of them. Okay, let's get into it.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, I got one set up. We'll do which one should we do first? The jailhouse or the press conference?
Let's do the press conference.
Let's do the press conference. So I'm gonna go into what you sent me then, because I don't have the other one. Girl, I had to do some cooking for the hubby and stuff like that, so I didn't even see that at first. I
Uh-huh.
do apologize.
No, it's fine.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
No.
Katie said, let's go. Hey, hey, hey. She said, hey, Cody voice.
Hey.
I did an update with the other girl. You was here earlier for a little while.
Hmm?
I did an update on that. I'm gonna start doing updates on my my old cases and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember that case that you did today, that
Oh,
update.
girl, they
That
got a. You
mm,
know they got a law now against the. I don't know how long you was here with us. I don't think you was here that long,
mm.
but they got like a alert or a law like they did for Cody.
Yes,
They got something like that for that.
that type of crime.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. So I had told that was the tea that I spilled today on that. And the
Okay.
other part of the tea was her lawyer is trying to give her less than a year, honey. And another part of the tea was she talked to the cops
Mm,
the day she went missing, a
mm.
few hours before, whatever. She went and chilled with police, so she knows some police officers.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I had spilled some tea in today, baby, in that story.
Mm. I have
Let's
to.
get to our yeah, you gotta watch it. But let's
Mhm.
get to our baby Cody. Let's go to
Okay.
my Facebook.
That press conference is very
Ooh,
impressive, very
really?
interesting.
That's the jail thing. Okay. That's that. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Give me 1 minute. Okay.
We begin with breaking news. Cory Bigsby spoke exclusively to 13 News
Oh
Now.
no.
This is the first time he's.
Oh, yeah, that's him.
It's
Yeah.
the other one. That's the one I have set up. I want this one. Hold on. No, I want this one. Oh, wait a minute.
No,
Enter-
the jailhouse one is what you have on the thumbnail. The
Oh,
press conference, I
let me go
believe,
back.
has
Hold on.
has Antoine Bell on it.
Gotcha. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
didn't get that one from you.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Okay. Hold on a second.
That's why I'm like, oh, okay, okay. No, I didn't get that one.
Okay. Yeah, because we definitely got to watch that one.
Okay, Mama. That's why I was like, wait a minute.
Okay, let
So
me.
yes, y'all, I'm going to be doing a few things for Cody. I don't know what it is yet, but just something special. I did do a short, and I took Nancy's little thing that she did here, right here. This beautiful. I don't know if y'all can see it. Hold on. Right here, and I did a short, and I put like a church song. Obviously, people were digging it because let's see what they said. Let's see how many views we got on it for Cody, Bodie, baby, Bodie,
Girl,
Cody, love.
why can't I search
Oh,
in you
242 people liked it. So
in
that's good.
YouTube?
YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube on channel 13 now.
Oh, I could just go there because I got that hooked up to this. Okay, no
Oh,
problem.
okay. Yeah. It's
Yeah, that's what we've been looking at. When we can't find Rhonda or you, I go to there. When we've been doing
13 News
lives,
Now. Yeah, they
yes,
got
I
it.
got you. I got you. Okay. Let's get it out, baby, baby. China 13, Corey. I got China 13 News, Corey.
Mhm.
Okay, down. Let's see here.
It's right after the verdict.
Bigsby murder trial. Cory Bigsby. No, you said press conference, right?
Yes, it's the press conference.
They
I
must
know
got a
they
little.
put it on
Yeah.
YouTube because that's where we were getting it from.
Oh, right here.
You got it?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Yep. Where somebody that's his lawyer, right? I mean, that's the defense.
No, they're at the building. They're
Hold
at
on.
the they're
Hi,
at the
Jane.
courthouse.
Dan Kennedy is inside one of the courthouse buildings right now as Anton Bell, the Hampton Commonwealth's
This one.
attorney, is getting ready to hold
Yep.
a news conference, of course, about the outcome of this trial. A jury this afternoon handed down guilty verdicts on charges of murder and concealing a body in connection to Cody's death. Cory
Jeez.
Bigsby is
Did you
now
like the thumbnail?
convicted in Cody's murder. We watched as family members tried to leave, avoiding talking to the press. We spoke briefly with one of Bigsby's attorneys, the lead counsel in this case, Curtis Brown, who implied that there was perhaps already some opinions coming in to this trial. So he touched on that. And when I asked him what's next, maybe in the Court of Appeals, he kind of avoided that answer a little bit. But when Dan stepped out of the courthouse to let you all know about the guilty verdicts, what I saw in the courtroom is Bigsby completely emotionless. And that's pretty much how he stayed throughout this entire trial. Throughout the end, he handed his family members his baseball cap and he let the sheriff's deputies handcuff him and he went into a back room. So he is now back in custody here in Hampton. I can also tell you that Hampton Commonwealth's attorney, Anton Bell, motioned to revoke Bigsby's bond. As you all know, kind of in the duration of this trial, Bigsby has been out on bond. And so Commonwealth's attorney, Anton Bell, wanted to go ahead and revoke that bond because of the convictions this afternoon. The judge went ahead and granted it, even though Bigsby's attorneys pleaded with the judge. Bigsby attended all these court hearings, and he's been compliant in that way, and he has a monitor on. But despite that, like I said, Judge James Hawks granted that motion to revoke the bond. I'm hearing that Commonwealth's attorney Anton Bell is getting ready to speak right now.
All right, Angelique, thank you. Let's go back to Dan and to the podium where Anton Bell is about to speak.
Yes.
All right, we understand that he stepped out just a moment ago. Dan, are you seeing him at all in the room, or have you gotten any kind of an update on when he may actually come to the podium?
He's coming, girl. He's coming.
Okay, I'm back. I went to get a water.
Okay, apparently Dan is not on mic now, but we know at any moment that Anton Bell, the Commonwealth's attorney for Hampton, will be talking about this case. He certainly understands the weight of it and understands just the public interest in this case. As I mentioned earlier, I can't remember a case where so many people were tuned in to wanting to know more about next steps and just what's going to happen and just what happened today. There you can see that's the fence that I was talking about earlier, all the stuffed animals. And okay, let's go back to that podium, and Mr. Bell is about to speak.
Miss Nancy.
Sir. I specifically asked for co-counsel and the chief of police to be here beside me. So tell me, are you guys ready? Okay. Well, first of all, I'm going to say to God be the glory, because I am a spiritual person, and I believe that he was literally ordering the steps of this trial. As many of you know, when we started out with this particular case, we were already behind the 8 ball because we were already 6 months behind what had actually occurred. And we were able to prove that. But when someone has that much of a lead ahead of you, it makes it very difficult trying to go back and put the pieces together. So let me just first thank my trial and my litigation team, first with Dylan Arnold, who is a deputy in my office. He has done a phenomenal job in trying this case with me. And also my victim service director and my victim service assistant director, Carla Reeves and Latasha Power Mason in the back, respectively, just being able to help us with the number of witnesses. You guys know that there were a number of witnesses that were extremely large in number, and we were able to kind of, pare it down to just the necessary witness to be able to put this case on. The paralegals that were involved, Ebony Perry, who was the lead paralegal, and my assistant, Nicolette Brown, who was also a part of this litigation team, my amazing investigators, who just did an awesome job in being able to put this case together, and then my in-house investigators who also helped with being able to put all the things together. But can I kind of focus a little bit first on Dina Abdul Kareem, the mother of Codi? I am extremely proud of her. It took such courage. And the reason why I say it took such courage, because there are things that happened behind the scenes in that relationship that the public did not know. And there were things that occurred that we could not bring into the court case because it would have been seen as prejudicial. So she had to sit there, as many of you heard, and really be defamed. She had to sit there and be called a bad mother. She had to sit there and really be looked down upon and keep her silence. And she did it with such grace and with such dignity. So this case was, for her, it was some level of a resolution and some level of accountability. It would never really be closure, because here's the problem. We still don't have a body. We still do not have the body, and probably will never have the body. So you can never bring complete healing and closure as a result of that. But nonetheless, for her, it was a day of victory and a day of justice. What she knew in her gut, that this man, this person, I won't call him a man, but this person had done such horrendous things to her baby, and he's now being held accountable for that. I have the chief of police up here, Chief Jimmy Weidman, on purpose. He doesn't like to be in the front of the camera, but I want him here because I really wanted to address the media to a certain degree in reference to a lot of the things that were said concerning if the police department had done enough, whether the police department followed certain leads, whether the police department followed tips, whether the police department had rushed to justice and so forth. And they took a beating in the beginning. They really did. And I'm so grateful for former Detective Stephen Rohde, who I personally asked to be on this task force concerning investigating this case, and he took that job.
I have to stop and talk when we do videos on YouTube. So he's like, she went through a lot of shit.
She went through a whole lot of shit with Cory, and she mentioned some of it to us, but since the neglect, abuse, disregard to human life, all those charges are getting ready to go to trial, we can't talk about it.
Well, can you talk about it now? What does she what stuff did she go through with him?
The beatings, the knife being held up to her neck, and him threatening to kill her, the kids. Yeah. So they didn't want to bring a whole lot out.
Because then it would make it seem like, oh, he did this to you, so you just want to pay back.
Right.
Right.
Right. So this chief right here was not chief when Cory reported Codi missing. He just became chief last year. So Mark Talbert, was actually the chief of police when Codi went missing, but he took over when Chief Talbert went to Norfolk.
Oh, okay.
But he was on the Hampton Police Force. He was like right below Chief Talbert.
So he's new to the case then, basically.
No, he worked the case as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he just wasn't the chief at the time.
Okay, got you. So he knows this case too. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
This guy right here, the Puerto Rican or the Caucasian guy.
Yes. No,
Okay.
the Caucasian guy is Dylan. He is Antoine Bell's co-counsel.
Oh.
Yeah, wait till you hear what he says about Dylan. He was the one that was informing us on a lot of stuff. Dylan was.
Oh, yeah. Katie said she watched this last night and this was really good.
It is really good.
Okay, I'm going to keep playing. I want to see what this I haven't seen this yet, so. But, YouTube guidelines, you got to keep stop. So, it's just crazy.
And he took ownership of it. And that is what our department is made of. They're made up of men and women who love their community, who love to see people find some level of justice for wrongs that have been committed against them. And so I wanted the chief here because I am so proud of your department, Chief. I'm so proud of how you also maintain your dignity and grace in the midst of the slander that took place. There were, particularly from the Defense Council, a number of press interviews and even a number of press conferences that she gave. And if you guys noticed, I was unusually silent in this case. Normally, I don't have a problem talking to the press. I've never had a problem talking to the press. But I was very intentional in being silent concerning this case because I did not want anyone to be able to say that I tainted any potential jury pool. I didn't want anyone to say that we are trying to get a narrative out there that would be prejudicial to the defendant. I purposely waited until this trial was concluded and the jury, the community spoke and said guilty, and then to speak to all of you. It's been a long journey, a long road. Commonwealth has never asked for a continuance in this case. If you all recall, every continuance, every delay has been by the defense. We have been ready day one. And we've been ready day one because the facts were there, the evidence was there, and our police department did an amazing job in being able to piece this puzzle together to get us to this day. And would it not be poetic justice that the day that we chose for the sentencing to be the anniversary, the third anniversary of the day that the defendant was convicted of murdering his 3-year-old child, which is June 18th, 2024. So just poetic justice. So with all of that, I open the floor to questions.
Mr. Bell, you talking about the decision to put a 7-year-old on the stand, and would this verdict have been possible without his testimony?
It was a puzzle. And so what I had to do is put together a puzzle. And he was a big piece of that puzzle, but we believe that each piece was dependent on other pieces of that puzzle. He was able to confirm that June 18th date as far as when it happened, and he was also able to confirm the fact that that baby had been dead for months because the last time he saw him, he was dead. And he went to the Busch Gardens in the Water Country, USA, right after that. And that was July 5th through the 14th and 16th. So he was able to give us that date, but he was more so able to confirm that he was indeed dead, and that confession that was retrieved from that composition book was not some bogus confession as the defense was trying to make it out to be, trying to paint him to be crazy or tortured or in some manner just losing it because he was going through this grief. No, his conscience was beating him up. His conscience was dictating why he was writing those letters, writing those confessions, saying those things, because that child was innocent. And the last image that child had was his father beating him to death. And so his conscience, he couldn't take it.
Amen.
How did you find out that Cory Bigsby would not be testifying? And had he testified, what was going to be your plan of attack?
I was going to have no mercy with him. If he took
that's
stand,
right.
you would have seen another beatdown in the courtroom. It would have been a legal beatdown.
That's my boy.
It would have been no mercy. And so that was his choice to not take the stand. We found out when they stated to the court that he was not going to take the stand. But cross-examination would have been something else to see.
During the trial, Mr. Curtis Brown has a very repetitive and combative demeanor, especially during your case. What sort of challenges did that present?
Well, here's the thing. My job is to represent the Commonwealth and the people of this city. His job is to represent his client. And so was he zealous in representing his client? Yes. Would I have done those things? Absolutely no, because I will not fall from dignity in order to lower myself to those standards. So that's his choice. He made it. He has to live with it. Yes, ma'am.
Do you think Mr. Brown is going to file appeal on this case?
Oh, I'm certain he will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But the Attorney General office, they handle Commonwealth Attorney appeals. And so we are confident that we absolutely laid out sufficient evidence for that appeal to be denied.
What about the child neglect charges against Mr. Bigsby? Where do those go from here?
Oh, we will try him on those cases too.
What
We
case?
want full
The
and
abuse.
complete accountability. So that's next.
What abuse?
If
Who?
he decides to
Cory,
allocate
he's
as
got
to
17
where the
charges
child
of
is,
abuse and neglect.
what he did with your child. Will you give him consideration?
Oh, this
in
ain't
your
over
sentencing
then.
recommendation?
I
No.
forgot about that. Damn.
Mm.
I got to change
Did I
my
answer your question?
I put game over, mother. I want to put motherfucker, but
Did you
No.
hear what he said?
what?
He
What
asked
is your,
him,
what is your recommendation?
would you give him lesser
45
time if he
years.
tells where the
40
body
years for second-degree murder, which is the max.
And what he said?
And
No.
he didn't say anything. And then he's like, did that answer your question? And they all laughed. And he's like, well, no, not verbally. And he was like, no, I will not give them lesser time. They're asking for four. I'm going to let you hear him tell it.
But damn, if they told him where the body is.
Antoine Bell says no. He will not give him a lesser charge because he's never going to tell us where the body's at. Because he's still holding on to his innocence. Wait till you see the other video, and then you're going to know why.
Okay. But if he did say where Cody's body is, let's say, he still won't give him a
lesser
20.
charge.
So we're never going to know where Cody's body is then.
No, that's why I said, we'll never find his body. Because he wants Cory to pay for everything that he's done to those 4 boys.
I know, but what about Cody?
I know. That kind of hurts. It does. But I mean, it ain't going to stop us from, we're not professional searchers or anything, but it's still not going to stop us. I mean, we was up half the night trying to find that address. We even put in mile markers of that address number that Cory put down.
If they find, but no, they already, Okay, let me see something. Let me see. Let me play it in.
I think Mr. Brown is going to file appeal in this case.
Oh, I'm certain he will. But the Attorney General office, they handle Commonwealth Attorney Appeals. And so we are confident that we absolutely laid out sufficient evidence for that appeal to be denied.
What about the child neglect charges against Mr. Bigsby? Where do those go from here?
Oh, we will try him on those cases too. We want full and complete accountability. So that's next.
Attorney, if he decides to allocate as to where the child is and what he did with the child, will you give him consideration in your sentencing recommendation?
Did I answer your question?
Probably
No.
What is your recommendation going to be on that?
45 years. 40 years for second-degree murder, which is the max. 5 years for discharging or discarding a dead body. That's the most I can get. That's what I'm going to ask for.
Or is it going to be up to the judge, or does the jury have a say in the sentence?
Yeah.
It is up to the judge.
At what point in this case did you know that you had the right guy?
Actually, early on. When he was over at the police department, there were things that were going on. For instance, we already knew what the search and rescue dog had detected. We already knew that the cadaver dog had already detected a dead body. So we already knew that dead body had already been in that room early on, very early on. And so the question now was, how do we prove it? Because it's one thing for you to think this is what occurred. It's another thing to be able to prove it. And so as time began to lapse, more evidence started to come together. We were able to download the digital images showing timelines. We were able to talk to Cory because Cory was getting older. And so let me go here. So I'll go here.
I see you, Katie. I'm going to talk about that.
There was the allegation, and he hinted at it, but basically there was the allegation that Cory was somehow coached by either his mother or coached by myself. I have done, one of my specialties is trial cases involving children. I came to Hampton back in 2000.
I'm glad he's going to mention this.
Wow,
That shit was
24 years.
when people say
2000, Peter's been a long time, hasn't it? Back in 2000, I came to Hampton and my specialty was child sexual assault cases.
Hmm.
So I am very familiar. That's very familiar territory for me to be able to prepare a child for any type of testimony, any type of cross-examination, so forth. However, here was the thing with Cory. Cory was very young when it happened, and then Cory was dealing with that trauma, and he lived in DC. So I had to build a rapport with him and be able just to get into his world where he could trust me. One of the questions I asked during jury voir dire was, would you find it difficult for a child to be able to trust an adult to tell them about their trauma? Absolutely. It would be very difficult. So I had to get in his world. So the few times that I met with him, the first few times I met with him, actually, we just got to know each other. It wasn't even what happened. I didn't even go there because he needed to be able to be disarmed. I had to create a safe space for him to, at some point when I start speaking to him, that he will be willing to share. And each time I spoke with him, he revealed a little bit more details and so forth, which again is not unusual because again, the more I trust you, the more I'll share. The more I know that you'll protect me, the more I'll share. And that's what eventually happened. And whenever I speak with a child, whenever I prepare a child to testify, nobody else is allowed in the room. No victim service person, no parent, particularly a parent, because I don't need any interaction with the parent. And I want to make sure that there's no influence from that parent. I have to make sure that whatever that child is telling me is what happened and they're not being influenced by any other person. And every time I spoke with him, I made sure no one else was in the room. So that child told you his trauma based upon his own recollection of that trauma. Yes, ma'am.
Why was it important for you guys to revoke his bond today? Did you trust he was not going to come back?
I don't trust. Let me just say this. This case impacted not just Codi or his mom, grandma, and their family. This case impacted the region. I had people texting me from Boston, from out of the area, wishing me good luck, expressing to me, please get justice for Codi. I had people throughout this region reaching out to our office saying, we're praying for you. We're hoping the best, that things will come out, that the truth will come out. And so for him to be found guilty of brutally beating this baby and then to be able to walk out the courtroom would have been a slap in the face of the citizens in this region. And so it was extremely important that they saw the justice system work properly.
Attorney, how important was it to show that there were no original pictures of Codi after June or July of 2021?
It was extremely important because it helped us with our timeline to establish it and to prove it. Also, the very fact that other children were located, photos of other children were located in his databases, but none of Codi. So that would explain why Codi was not in those pictures. He wasn't alive. In addition to that, they were trying to make it seem as if Codi, even if he killed them, maybe he killed them after September when his sister testified, which we found to be very uncredible because this person gave multiple interviews to individuals before the indictment for murder, and she had already basically gave the timeline. And then after the indictment in 2023, she all of a sudden is going to say, oh, he was with us in September. But notice this, they had a photo of the sister and Cory back in 2020, early 2020, which would have made Cory around 3 because he didn't turn 4 until December 24. So it would have made him around three years old. But she didn't have a photo of Codi. And she was asked, this is a special occasion. You know, this is something to commemorate your mom's death and so forth. but you don't have a photo of Codi. You don't have any photo of any of the kids. None of them. Didn't happen.
Are we froze?
I'm sorry. I was
I was like, are we froze?
I'm sorry. I
No,
was
no.
saying, Katie said, I hate to say anything, I hate to say this, but who knows if there's anything left of Codi, because didn't he say he burned him
Yeah, yeah.
in a
That's
confession?
why
Right.
Antoine Bell says that we will never recover his body, because
Damn.
it has been 3 years, and he did set him on fire. Animals have gotten to him, his bones. He's scattered all over the place out there.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe we could find the bike, but not Codi, because supposedly he took the bike and dumped the bike too.
What bike?
Cody's bike, to make it
Wow.
look like he probably went outside, was riding his bike, and
In the snow.
yeah, and then somebody grabbed him. Yeah, that's what Cory was trying to make everybody believe.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
He burned that baby. Jesus Christ.
He burnt him because he was covering up the bruises on Cody's
He did
face.
say that in the thing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm. Lord have mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Fucking monster.
Yes, girl. He is the devil.
He had no reaction.
None. And wait till you see this other video. The anger that is built up in this man.
Oh.
Yeah.
But thank God he got denied bond.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Your assistant attorney Dylan did a wonderful job. How proud are you of him?
Extremely. Mr. Arnold took ownership of this case. This case has been going on for 2 years, and I wear multiple hats. I'm also the president of the Virginia Association of Commonwealth Attorneys, so I'm the face of Commonwealth attorneys throughout this state or this Commonwealth. I'm also a minister, husband, father. So I have a lot of hats. I'm a very busy
Was
person.
Rhonda there?
And so it was
Yeah.
important that I had a second set of
I thought I
eyes.
just heard her.
Yeah.
At some point in the case, sometimes you feel a little fatigue and you need a little boost in energy, and his youth absolutely gave me the boost that I need, but more so, he was that second set of eyes, and he came in and he absolutely took ownership of this case as if it was his own case. And so I'm extremely proud of him, extremely.
Sir, I have a question. I don't know if you can answer this because of the nature, but if Mr. Bigsby actually took to Cory to Busch Gardens repeatedly, as you mentioned, if Codi was out of the picture, where were the twins?
Home.
He had no babysitter.
Home.
Is that the child neglect charge?
Which I will not get into because I still have to try those. So I won't talk about the child neglect charges, but we allege that they were home.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Let's change the way. He knows Mr. Name, Miss Antoine Bell.
There you
How
go.
proud are you of yourself? This was a tough case. This was not, I know I'm gonna win.
This was a very challenging case. The jury could win in either direction. How far are you of this?
Well, I don't put stock in myself. Like I said, I'm a very spiritual person, and so I'm very proud of my God and what He was able to accomplish and what's able to put together. I really feel that He helped us begin to put these pieces together. Mr. Arnold and I was talking. This is one of the rare occasions that a case actually gets better with time. The chief will tell you most cases don't get better with time. Witnesses get fatigued, evidence can get lost, or people decide that they just don't want to cooperate. People die, and you can't put that evidence in because that witness is no longer around. But this case actually got better with time. So with every delay that the defense, through their strategy, employed, it actually helped us and benefited us. And the reason I really believe it benefited us because, again, I believe that we were just servants to do the will and the business of the people. And today, the people prevailed.
Chief, do you have anything to say? I know he talked about your department's role in this. Do you have anything to say about this verdict?
Oh, well, of course. Today's been about justice for Codi. Always impressed and proud with Mr. Anton Bell and his staff. And our work isn't done. Of course, we still have to look and recover Codi. So our efforts won't cease until that is accomplished. And we offer the solicitation to the public to help us in that endeavor.
I'd like to ask a question that's going to be kind of like off the record, but it has to be asked. Do y'all fear that they're going to file some type of lawsuit against Hampton, Virginia?
They could. Anybody can file a lawsuit against anyone if they want to. The question is there going to be any merits to that lawsuit? So, I mean, their choice. Any other questions? All right. Oh, what? Okay. All right. Well, thank you. And again, I appreciate all that you were able to do. Have a great day.
Anton Bell, yeah, justice prevailed is what he said. You kind of feel like you can just take a deep breath now that we have reached this verdict and we've come to this point. Not closure, as he says, but a resolution, not closure, because Codi's body has never been found.
Right.
To God be the glory. That's the first thing that Anton Bell said. He says his team was ready from day one to bring this case against Bigsby. Says it was difficult because they were behind the 8 ball because they were 6 months behind. That's because he says, and they have proven that little Codi died in June of 2021 that's when he died, and not January of 2022 when he was reported missing. And it's the 7-year-old boy, he said, that was the one that confirmed, confirmed that Codi died in June. All right, let's go to Dan Kennedy. He has been listening to the news conference. And Dan, your observations about what Bell has said and how this case played out.
Yeah, if you don't mind, just ask you a quick question.
Okay, all right. Apparently, he is doing some interviews. We'll go back to Dan. But Bell talked about, how he interviewed the little boy. I was talking about the 7-year-old boy, Codi's brother, who testified in the trial. And the more he trusted Bell, the more he talked. And so Bell was able to get him to confirm that timeline. And he knew that it was June of 2021 when little Codi died. And about the confessions from Bigsby, the confessions from jail, the things that he wrote in that composition book, Bell says that was his conscience beating him up. And that's why he wrote those things. All right, now Dan is ready. He's done his interview. So Dan, your observations about what Bell said and how this case played out.
Well, it was a long time coming for his office. As you know, this investigation first began in 2022, and I happened to be standing beside one of the instrumental figures in this case from the beginning, former Hampton Police Division Detective Stephen Rohde. Appreciate you being here, Steve. Yeah. All right, you're now retired, but you were very involved in this case. So what's today like for you?
I think it's a good step forward, like Mr. Bell said during the conference. They're halfway there. We got the conviction. He'll be in jail, but we still have to recover Codi, no matter what.
And you were also involved heavily with the task force.
I was leading that, yes.
You're leading the task force. Can you just pull back the curtain now that we have a verdict and tell us all the work, if you can sum it up in a few sentences, that went into trying to get to this moment today?
Well, the task force entailed several of us, captains, sergeants, lieutenants, so it gave us different insight of what we had to look for. And we started from the beginning, just scratch, like it just happened. We just got the call because we had to review all the statements from the officers that got on scene and up to the point where we're getting tips, and we had to follow those tips up. And several of the tips led us to go different jurisdictions and out of state, obviously, to Maryland. We did a 2-day intensive search with the cadaver dogs, dug a lot of areas, walked through a lot of swamps and woods, and trying to find him.
Well, thank you for all your work behind the scenes investigating and for talking with us today.
Thank
It's
you.
an impressive 30-year career at Hampton Police Division. If there was a homicide during that time, he was likely investigating it.
Oh, shit.
And we're
Oh,
back
that was
with Porter Planning. Adams is quarterbacking this project, and she is looking pretty tired, Jill.
That was
Yeah.
that
I'm
was an
sorry.
amazing press conference right there.
I'm sorry, y'all.
For what?
Oh, that was the ending?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that
All
was
right.
it.
Oh, let's go here now.
Yep.
Mr. Bigsby, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Do you feel you had a fair trial?
No, I really don't.
And why?
It's a number of different things. For one, I don't feel like my attorneys were provided the proper information. Me and my attorneys never went over anything before we went to trial. Sat down and talked about anything. I never seen none of the stuff that they presented in court. There was no videos given to us that we asked for to prove any of the information that they was given, which was lies. It was all lies about dates when I went to suicide watch and all kinds of things. My son said something totally different in the first 2 interviews that he was given in the beginning, which was 2 years ago. Then all of a sudden my son come and say some stuff that was coerced, knowing my son never seen his brother land anywhere lifeless, none of that.
So you're saying you never got a chance to view the Commonwealth's evidence?
I never got a chance to view any of that.
Is it because your attorneys didn't show you, or that your attorneys never got it?
Either my attorneys didn't get it, because I know they asked for it in preliminaries, they didn't get it, or they didn't show it to me. And then another thing was, for one, I was ambushed because my attorneys never got to interview my son about anything before trial. We didn't even know who was going to be up there. I didn't know who was going to be up there.
He's a lie.
Then all of these videos that they were showing was trash videos. For one, you're talking to me through the intercom, right? I'm telling you, for one, I'm being mistreated. I'm not getting proper showers. My family was being sent information through the tablets that you use over at the jail. I was sending them up-to-date text information on the things that they were doing as far as torturing me, as far as me not getting showers, not giving me my proper medications and all that kind of stuff, which was supposed to have been on video.
At
So
Hampton Roads Regional Jail.
Yes, Hampton Roads Regional Jail. My lawyer and my family have up-to-date text information on all that stuff that I provided. When I was going through the child neglect cases, I had sent her all that stuff. Then when I showed up to court, when I had court for the child neglect cases and I got sentenced over there, I showed up to court. I was frail. I was like 54 pounds less than what I was when I first went in there because I wasn't being fed properly.
So it was
Yeah, stop
So
eating.
let's go into that. How do you feel your treatment was in the jail?
It was definitely subpar. I was not being treated right. We didn't get to come out and get showers every other day like we were supposed to. I didn't get gym time like I was supposed to.
You produced several statements in jail confessing about Cody's death.
No, there was no confessions about anybody's death that I presented to anybody. Because for one, those statements that I gave to them was because they were talking to me through the intercom when I was telling them, when are we going to get showers? I was asking the COs, when are we going to get showers? When are we getting out of here? Because I had kept asking them as they would do their rounds, like, what time are we coming out for showers? They would tell us, oh, you're not getting a shower today, or you'll get a shower later. And then we wouldn't get the shower. So I ended up talking to the COs through the intercom, because it's an intercom in every cell that they use, right? Asking them about shower times and all that kind of specific stuff. and I was not getting the proper answers. I said, look, whatever I got to do to get out of here. So they kept telling me, write a confession letter then. And I kept telling them I'm not confessing to anything because there's nothing to confess to. So I said, okay, I'll write a letter. So when I wrote the letter, right, the letters were supposed to be about me coming in the house and my son being unconscious and me not knowing that he was unconscious, like it was an accident. Then all of a sudden it went from them telling me to write that, because they were telling me what to write through the intercoms. They were telling me what to write down on the paper, and I was telling them I wasn't going to write it. It went from that to them telling me specifically to write certain things that I wrote in the one letter that was X'd out. It was written, yes, it was written in crayon and it was X'd out. I never turned that into anybody. They so-called said that they came in my room to do a search because I was on suicide watch, right? If I'm on suicide watch and you come to my room to do an inspection, right? What will make you flip through every page and read it? If anything, you would just shake that to see if I had any weapons or anything in there to try to present any type of harm to myself, which I never did. They even said that in court. I never told anybody that I was going to kill myself, so why am I on suicide watch? Then they said I was put over there because I did this. If a CO is walking past, how I'm going to get their attention? Hey, CO, can I talk to you real quick? Is that something to be on suicide watch for? It don't make sense, do it?
You wrote some pretty graphic details. You know,
Right.
A lot of people say, how could he have written those graphic details if it
You
wasn't?
could tell that was trash details because for one, I never said, for one, you don't even have a body, right? So how I'm going to give you a building number and all of this stuff where you can find my son at and then you don't find him there? That's trash. So you already know that was definitely something that was made up. Okay, then secondly, I killed my son. Then I went to Busch Gardens. I did this. I went to the store. I went to take a boo-boo, all this stuff. Come on now. That don't even sound right.
So you wrote the letters to basically appease the officers
To get me out of there and take me over to the mental health ward. So that I could be treated properly, because over on the mental health ward, they have free access to roam around, to watch TV, to eat, to exercise, all that kind of stuff. They don't go through all the things that we go through over there, but I never tried to commit suicide or told anybody that I was suicidal. So I should have never been put on no suicide ward. And then they lied about how long I was over there. The 3 times that I was over there way longer than they said I was over there. And it's videos inside the jail of every single thing that you do. There's no reason why. If they say that I left a certain date, tell them to show you a video with a timestamp on it, showing them moving me from that ward over to the next ward. I bet you they can't present that.
They did.
I didn't even get a chance to call home and talk to my family. The last time I talked to my family was around June of 2022. Up until the time that I left was June of 2023. So it was like a year that I didn't even get to talk to my family. They don't even have no phone calls or anything of me talking to my family during that time frame.
This man just continues to out his
For a whole year, I didn't
Yes,
get
he
to talk
does.
to my family. I didn't even get tablet access because they took the tablets away and wouldn't even let me use a tablet.
Okay, so I'm gonna say something.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't defending a motherfucker. Trust me, y'all should know me by now with Cody's case.
Right.
I do believe some of the things that the cops did, like when him banging on a thing like that, I think he was trying to get their attention and they try to twist it or whatever. I don't give a fuck though. I don't give a rat's ass. You still murdered your son.
Right. But they got video showing him punching the glass. That was showed. The jurors watched they only showed a portion of it in court. But the jurors were allowed to go in the back when they went to deliberate and watch every piece of that video. Every piece of it.
Because you know how sometimes y'all know how the police could switch something.
Oh yeah.
You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah. Now,
I
as far
wouldn't
as
give a
them,
fuck if they. I wouldn't care if they did in this case. I'd be like, so what?
right now, as far as him
Fuck.
probably being denied a shower,
Oh yeah, of
probably.
course. I,
You sit there, you wipe shit on your son, now shit on
that's
yourself.
right. Is that's what? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I do believe certain things he said, but I don't give a fuck though. I
Right.
don't care. Look what you did to your son.
That's right.
You was okay wiping poopy on him.
Right.
You was okay not feeding that boy because look at the pictures where Cody was smiling. You could tell his face was a little thicker. You could tell he was a little thicker to the point where he was like so thin.
Oh my God, yes. Dark circles under his eyes.
Black eyes.
Yes.
We pointed out black eyes on Cody.
Oh yeah, and that one with him in the striped shirt.
Yes.
Yes.
So do we really give a fuck if they fucking denied your food?
Nope. They didn't deny him.
Was one of banging if they made up a little tick tick tick, I don't give a fuck. So
Right.
you deserve what the fuck you got.
Right. Right.
Me making me real mad. Y'all like my thumbnail?
Yes, I love it.
But it's the thing, I can't press the thing on Canva, right? When you press the thing, you can see the fire like this. Going up. Yes, like he's burning in hell.
Oh, hell yes.
But on here, it won't do that. I think because this is not video part, like.
Oh,
like
because I
on
made
Canva.
a TikTok like that too.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yes.
Yeah.
That's what took me a little long. But come on, when I text you and I said I'm doing thumbnail,
Uh-huh.
I changed it. I had a thumbnail already, and then I thought of fire. Something in my mind said fire for some reason, and I thought of this.
Yep.
And I was looking for something on Canva, so that's what took me a little long to do the thumbnail with him. But then this is pretty dope. But I can't it won't let me do it on here when I press it.
Right.
Weird, but on Canva, yeah, when you press, you can see the fire thing. I was like, yeah, motherfucker, burn in hell, bitch.
Yeah, because I got one like this too with him sitting in the chair. But TikTok banned the first one that I put up.
Really?
Yeah, they banned it because I said, I hope you burn in hell.
Oh, yeah.
They banned it, so I had to reword it.
You can't do that. Yeah.
Right. Girl, I wouldn't hold nothing
So
back.
what was your mental state in the jail?
My mental state was always fine, just the same way it is right now when I'm talking to you. I had mental health counselors come and talk to me every day.
Because you
and
have
I would
no
say, I'm fine, I'm doing fine.
shame of what
They
you
would say,
did.
so tell me some things that make you happy. I said, well, I'm alive, I get to exercise, God is good.
Yeah,
I'm
you
praying,
alive.
I'm reading the Bible.
Right. You alive.
Just fine.
Where's your son?
There's nothing wrong with me.
That's
Why am I here? That's what I would ask them. Why am I still over here?
Where's
Well, we
your
got to talk to this person to see if we can move you back. But I never got moved back. Most of the time, there was not even a CO on the cell block watching us to see what was going on. Anything could have happened.
Yeah.
God, he's such a liar.
Let's dive into Dina's testimony.
What about Dina's testimony?
She had shared the email exchange where you had threatened to hurt Cody.
She ain't shared nothing. What they did was they printed out an email that I sent her, right? If I'm sending her an email telling her these things, I'm not actually saying that I'm going to oppose threats to my son. What I'm saying is I'm talking to my baby mama and I'm saying, hey, we need to find out what's going on with him because it's getting to a point where, I'm ready to pop him, I'm ready to do something to him that I wouldn't normally do, but I'm not actually thinking about doing those things. It's just like as if one of your kids did something, you say, sit your behind down before I pop you. Right? That don't mean that you're going to pop him. That just means that you're thinking about doing it.
He's a narcissist.
Why would I even talk to her about that if I'm going to kill my son? That don't even make sense. And then she said that she sent me an email, right? She said she sent me an email that was after. It was what, around January?
January,
like right before I got locked up?
Wait, sorry.
Can you do this right?
It disconnected.
See, he's lying because he didn't say he was going to pop Cody. He said he was going to hurt him bad.
Right.
That's what he said. So he better get his story straight because he's hurting himself. Worse.
Dina
Okay,
had
yeah,
sent.
no, like you were saying, right? You was asking about Dina. Okay, so I told you that email was my email that I sent her. And I was sending it to her as a concerned parent, trying to get her involved with what I had going on with Codi so that we could find out what was going on with our child. Not that I really wanted to kill my child or harm my child. Anybody in their right mind would not send another parent that if they actually had thoughts of killing their child. You understand what I'm saying? And I would never do that to my kids because I love my kids too much. Then on top of that, they said that she sent me an email concerned about their whereabouts and what was going on, right? That wasn't presented in court. Where is that email? That email don't exist.
Was that email
That's some
presented?
made up crap. You presented the one that I sent, right?
Yeah.
Where is the one that she sent me?
Well, they did. The January 2022 email where she said, "Where are my kids?"
They didn't present no email.
Yes, they
Yes,
did.
they
There was no
did.
email presented. You didn't see no hard copy of that email.
Sure did.
I want you to get a hard copy of that email and put it on TV. I guarantee you won't get it.
Bet she will.
So that goes back to you weren't able to review evidence.
Exactly. That goes back to there was no evidence. That was all he said, she said.
She testified multiple times that you kept the kids away from her after you agreed to co-parent.
I didn't keep no kids away from her. If you look into my emails, which my attorneys already know, right? There was text messages and all that kind of stuff. She was presented an opportunity to come down and see the kids. For one, and this has nothing to do about her. This has to do about a trial not being done properly like it was supposed to. Now, I'll go into that if you want to talk about that.
Yeah.
So she was presented an opportunity to come down and see the kids, right?
When?
This was after November of 2021, after I had all 4 of the boys, right? She was presented an opportunity to come down and visit them. She didn't even tell me that she was coming in town. She just popped up, right? So as soon as she popped up, I seen a text message on my phone saying, "Hey, I'm 30 minutes out. I'm on my way. Can you text me the address to your apartment," right? So I responded back. I texted her the address. She never showed up. She never showed up because she went somewhere else. I don't know where she went. I don't know what happened, but she never showed up. This was 30 minutes later. You cannot tell me that you got so far as to 30 minutes away from being to Hampton, Virginia. You turned around and went back to DC, and you couldn't turn your behind right back around 30 minutes later to come see your kids if it was that important.
When did you agree to co-parent again?
When did I agree to co-parent?
Yeah.
There was never no agreement. That's already understood. Co-parenting. That's understood from the child's birth.
Then
We've always been co-parenting.
why wasn't the text thread with Dina shown in court?
Hold on. See, you making this thing about Dina. Stop making it about Dina. Write down the stuff that I'm telling you. Write that down. Write down these things that I'm telling you, because these are the things that I want you to talk about. Not about Dina.
Do your attorneys have the text thread where she didn't?
Are you trying to make this about Dina, or are you trying to write down what I'm telling you?
Oh,
to
no,
look
absolutely. Okay, we have everything down.
For? Okay, get that paper, sit right here in front of me, and I want you to write down everything that I'm telling you to look for.
I can't do that because it's getting all of what you're saying right here. So we're getting everything.
Okay, I just want to make it known on the record, this is not about Dina. This is about a fair trial. And this is about presenting the things that I asked you for and preliminaries to prove the stuff that you're saying that I'm guilty of.
See how controlling.
And I told you, as far as a confession letter, there was 3 letters that was written about me so-called coming in the house and finding my child unresponsive. Those letters were coerced. They told me to write that stuff down, and they told me through the loudspeakers in the jail, inside the cells. The COs were forcing me to write that stuff because I was not being treated properly. You could see by the clothes and stuff, my hair, all of that stuff when I showed up in court, that I was not being treated properly. There was up-to-date text information that was sent to my family during that time frame, and my lawyer, because we were on a group chat from the jail directly. I was sending them that stuff, telling them about how I was being mistreated, telling them to get the videos.
All right, and a lot of people want to know, do you know where Codi is?
No, I don't know what Codi is. I never knew what Codi is. And that's unfair too. How you gonna say that I confessed to something? If I confess to it, then I'm telling you, hey, this is where my son is. You should have been able to go get him then, and it should have been over. You should have been able to prove hard facts that I killed my son, you found his body, and this is what happened.
Did he wander away? Did someone take him? What do you?
I don't know what happened. All I know is, of course, he had to wander away, but did somebody take him? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know that. I know they didn't see nothing. They didn't come to me and tell me, though, Cody was upstairs and he was unresponsive and I needed to go check on him. That's a lie. My son was knocked out. My son had went to sleep earlier that night downstairs. He didn't wake up until I got frantic because I couldn't find Cody. And I went and shook him and said, hey, have you seen your brother? Before then, he had no recollection of anything going on with Cody. And he was questioned 2 times without me being present. And now all of a sudden he come up with this precise information that he's giving somebody. It wasn't even precise information because he didn't say that out of his mouth. He was asked specific questions and he gave specific answers based off of those questions that he was asked. That was coerced. And they took him away from the interview 3 times to pull him back to make sure that he gave them the answer that they wanted.
Here's a trip.
Ever spank or hurt your children?
No, that's trash. Where's the autopsy report proving that? Did you see an autopsy report in court?
That's what the older brother, that's what your older
Did you see an autopsy report proving that?
There's no autopsy in this.
Exactly. There's none because it never happened. Was my kids, did you see a video of my kids when they was inside the precinct? Did you see the video of them in the room playing when they was in the room with me?
Yeah, let's talk about that interrogation. Were you voluntarily there?
I was voluntarily there. I volunteered for that.
Okay.
And I gave them copies of everything that I had.
Hey, together.
I offered it over to them. I said, credit card receipts, anything
The
you
news
want, you can
outlet.
have it. I gave them that stuff. They didn't ask me for that.
So what was your reaction? They arrested you first on the child neglect charges.
They didn't arrest me on no child neglect charges because the child neglect charges was too. And I'm saying that on camera, excuse my language, but that was too because it was me telling them that I do not have a babysitter. So sometimes at night when my kids are asleep, I lock the door and I'll go to Food Lion and get them something to eat for the next morning.
Okay. He's a narcissist. Who's interviewing him? The news lady. He finally is letting someone ask him a few questions. She had 30 minutes to interview him. And why is he so
Did it
aggressive?
freeze?
Because he is a monster. Huh? What you said, Cody's voice? Nancy. So he is a monster. He is very aggressive. He had the nerve. You could tell he was very abusive to his baby mother. He's a monster and guilty. Yeah, he's a massive manipulator too. He told this news lady, I want you to sit down right in front of me and write what I say to tell these people. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to, dude? Like, yo, like, back the fuck up, slow your roll, okay? Nobody cares about you not eating, how thin you got, because the pictures that we saw, Cody was thin, black eye, being mistreated, and you was beaten on, oh, what happened? It's not playing on her end, what she said?
Yeah. It was like, or I couldn't hear you
Oh,
talking.
you hear her? Oh, okay.
But now I can. I can hear
Okay,
you
babe.
talking now.
Go ahead. What you got to say, Mama?
Oh, I mean, he's lying about all of that. I mean, everything that he says about DJ is what DJ had said that he did to Cody. He shook Cody and woke Cody up, or tried to wake Cody up. And now he's saying that he went upstairs and he shook DJ. And then he's talking about the messages and the emails that his attorneys had. Okay, then why didn't his attorneys present those?
Basically.
And I mean, really, why didn't they show where Dana had not? Or why didn't they show where Dana said that she was 30 minutes out if they had them?
Do you believe that part? That she came down there and she said, I'm 30 minutes out? And
No. It's because she says she didn't know where he lived.
Right.
You know, so no, I don't believe anything that he's saying. All he's doing is taking bits and pieces and flipping it to where it's what he said instead of DJ. You know, and you see how angry he got when it came
He's
to Dana.
angry. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
He despised that his baby mama.
Yeah. So you mean to tell me he's saying he didn't keep them kids away from her and he's acting like this right now? Bull crap.
And if he was to get on bond, he would have came after her, I think.
Oh, absolutely. He would have went. Oh yeah, he definitely would have went looking for her.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was afraid of, and I said that yesterday.
Yep, but like Antoine Bell said, that would have been a smack in the face for the whole community if they would have let him out on bond.
Yep.
So Judge said, no, I'll revoke it.
Thank God.
Click.
Smart judge.
Yeah, finally.
Because his son would have been in
danger as well.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it was told
I'm pretty sure everybody in America.
Go ahead, babe. I'm sorry.
And Dana has a 13-year-old daughter. Well, it was told by mom that he would beat the little girl. So,
the daughter?
Yeah, her daughter.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if he's like this, those poor babies, I feel so sorry for him. Because he right here in this interview, you can basically tell he is a very, very controlling, angry person.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Katie said her and DJ. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. He would have came after both of them. He done killed one child.
Yeah.
So.
And then DJ took the stand too, and he probably figured like, oh, my favorite son. How could you? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That must have been. Ooh, you know, a person that has no emotion. That's scary.
It's okay though, because they're gonna have to wind up locking his ass back up in solitaire because he's gonna get his butt beat every day.
Yes. They're gonna beat his ass. They're gonna tear him up again.
Yes, they are.
So, can you tell about what they did to him to put him in solid confinement?
That's when he started beating on the glass.
No, what we talked about yesterday, me and you, about they tore his ass up in jail.
Oh yeah, they was beating that ass. They were tearing him up in jail. So they had to take him and put him in solitary confinement for his own protection.
Before the guilty part came out, this is only when the allegations came out.
Yeah,
in the beginning.
Right. This is where when he was in jail for 17 months.
Right.
So, because he was arrested on the child abuse charges. Because if he wasn't, he wouldn't have been in jail.
Right.
Because they said
go ahead.
Because they said he's been charged with child abuse and neglect, unrelated to the disappearance of Codi. So, boom. So while he was in there, he was getting it.
Yeah, they were tearing his ass up, y'all. And now that they know that he's guilty,
and he's going back to the same jail.
Oh yes,
girl. I've been trying to find his mugshot, but I cannot find. Every time I search his name, it comes back no inmate.
Really?
He may not be. Yeah, he may not be in the system yet.
Yeah.
So they just processed him yesterday.
Oh yeah, that's right. You gotta wait a few days.
Yeah, so
Wait 2 days.
America.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna search it this weekend.
Yeah, try again. What's today?
Wednesday.
Try Monday.
Okay.
Try Monday. Well, you can keep trying whenever, but yeah, I think Monday will definitely be in.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
If their kids asleep,
because remember you got
at night,
Saturday
you don't
and
have a
Sunday.
babysitter.
That don't
It's
matter.
10, 11 o'clock at
Yeah,
night. You're not
weekend.
calling nobody to come
Right.
over there. You're not waking no kids up so you can go to the store and get something that they need. If it's 15 minutes away, you're going to take your behind around the corner and go
Oh,
get it.
Katie said it
And
only
come back
takes
to make sure your
24
kids got
hours
what they
to
got in the
cook.
morning. As long as that door is
Oh,
locked
so
and they
maybe try
sleep,
tomorrow.
they're not waking up. Not in no 15, 20 minutes.
Yep.
How do you respond to that? You know, the FBI.
I told them that, and then they started charging me with that. You can't charge somebody with something that I told you about. That's me confessing. So what you're doing is you're setting me up because you don't have nothing to charge me with. So now you're charging me on something that I was honest about.
You admitted it.
He just said honest. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look, y'all.
You said there were
We gotta, y'all. He's a damn.
See?
Boom. What did he just say?
He said they arrested him for being honest.
So now y'all charging me with something because I said what I was honest about.
What I was honest about, right?
So we know. Thank you for telling the truth. Now, finally,
Thank you.
The truth. Thank you, you dumbass.
You dummy. You just said
moron.
The other.
Right. It only takes longer if it's the weekend or the holidays. Yeah, that's why I figured Saturday and Sunday is coming up. That's why I said Monday.
Okay.
But try it. Yeah, you just try it though.
Yeah, I even maybe try it later this evening because it has been 24 hours. So
yeah, you true that. Yeah.
Original photos of Codi after June.
It's been a minute before I looked
Okay,
at everybody.
tell me this. I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna stop what
You
you're
know.
saying, right? You got kids, right? Do you have any kids?
I do not.
Hola.
Okay, he got kids. There's a lot of people that got kids, right? Are you guilty of not taking pictures of your kids? Are you guilty of anything because you didn't take pictures of your kids? You understand what I'm saying? That's a waste of time. I'm not trying to hear nothing about no pictures. I don't have to take no pictures of my kids. Mom got pictures of them kids all the time up until the point where she stopped talking to me and stopped communicating with me. That's when I stopped sending pictures. I'm not trying to hear nothing about no pictures. That don't prove anything. That's trash. These Busch Gardens photos, whatever they say, I didn't see none of those photos. Where are they at? Let me see those photos. I didn't even see them in court.
Did you take the photos?
No, not at all. I ain't take no photos at no. If I took photos at Busch Gardens, those were photos that was way before then. And I guarantee you, if you go to those electronic devices that I have or that I had during that time, you will find those photos in there and they will be stamped for a year or 2 years before.
The forensic examiner said they were taken in July.
That's trash.
2020.
Where is, okay, photos, timestamps on photos, right? How do you get that?
They're on the picture, stupid.
Data.
You want me to explain it to you? What you do is you pull up the photo, right? Once you pull up the photo, then you click on the corner of the photo where there's dots, right? It will tell you details, right? Once you click on details of the photo, it will slide over and it will give you a timestamp of that photo, right? If that's the case, then you should have had it printed in court that same way, showing there. You don't write down on a piece of paper that this was the timestamp for this was the timestamp for that, this was the timestamp for that, and then say, okay, this is the evidence. That is not, that's some shit you just made up.
It wasn't written down.
I'm saying the FBI, I'm exactly saying that. Whoever the forensic analyst was, whoever it was, that's not how you do that. That's not how you get a timestamp on a photo. You don't just come out on the top of your brain and say, okay, this was that day at this time.
Let's go to during trial. We didn't see much, kind of emotion from you, but what was going through your mind?
Oh, it was a lot going through my head. But at the same time, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to sit there and act a fool in court? I got to let my lawyers do their job. I'm going to let them present whatever they presenting. So when they tell lies, I can do what I'm doing right now and tell you the truth.
I finished already.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep a level head until it's over with, and then I'm going to talk to you about the real reality of what's going on.
Are you saying you were wrongly convicted?
Oh, I definitely was wrongly convicted. This is trash.
And you're innocent?
Yes. If you was being mistreated like I was, not getting showers, not getting fed properly, all that stuff, and not getting the things that you need, and people taking your commissary because your family's sending you money and you're not getting it, not being able to call home, not being able to use the internet, you write whatever they tell you to write to.
And what are your next steps? Do you want to appeal this in court? Have you even?
That's for my lawyer. That's for my lawyer to figure out.
Okay.
That ain't for me. When I talk to my lawyer, then we'll come up with that. Until then, that's not even a conversation. I'm just giving you facts. You asked for an interview, I'm giving you the interview. And I'm giving you the facts.
Yeah, so is that why you wanted to talk?
Of course.
What's your message?
What I'm saying is you said all of these things, now prove what you said. Even the body cam footage, when the CO so-called came in the cell to talk to me.
Yeah, you were calmly writing for maybe 15
Yeah,
minutes.
I was calmly writing, but what did I say when she first got in there? I said, are you serious? This what we doing?
He's lying.
And she said, just write down whatever you're supposed to write. What does that mean? That means you coercing me to write that down. Because why would I ask you, are we serious? Or ask you, is this really what we doing? You said it wasn't put on the big screen for nobody to see in court. Did you see the video in court?
I did.
I don't think I was there at that exact moment.
Yeah, but whoever was there didn't see it. You know why? Because they only wanted the jury to show it, because they only showed certain clips. If they would have showed the whole video, then they would have seen it. They didn't want it to be seen.
They were allowed to review the whole
Everyone, especially for the people who've worked so hard to search for Codi these 2+ years.
Keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate what you're doing. I need that, because as soon as we find Codi, I guarantee you we'll find out that this is bull.
All right, Mr. Bigsby, is there anything else that you would like to add?
There's nothing else that I would like to add. That's it.
Now, would you be willing? Okay. Sorry. Would you be willing to only do this interview with me, or do you plan to talk to other reporters if they ask?
I'm not talking to no other reporters. Okay. I did the interview. I said what I had to say. That's it.
You're leaving it there on the table.
That's it. I guarantee you, if you go search for the things I told you to search for, you'll find out that this is trash. That's what I'm asking you. Go search for the things that I told you to search for. Ask them for the video copies of this, of everything that they're claiming that I did, right? I guarantee you, you'll find out that I'm telling you the truth. You go search for the things that I'm telling you to search for. Search for the email from her. Ask her, where's the email that she sent me asking about her kids on January 2022 that didn't even exist? Where's that email? Never seen it. Where's all the video footage of them moving me into jail from that unit where I was over there on suicide watch because I was so-called committing suicide? Look at my wrist. Do they look like they was ever being slit?
Oh, they said you never acted.
Exactly. So why would I be on suicide watch? Was there anything in my cell that you found in there that I commit suicide with? No. But you went in there and searched through a composition book and grabbed a letter that was written in crayon that was extra.
Hey, go ahead, Mama.
Oh, I was gonna say, that's a red rummer for real. He over there lying and lying and lying and lying because he said he tried to do the suicide, right? Okay, so that's why they put you on but that's only so you can make them think you crazy. So you could be in a psych ward. Who else wouldn't do that after they done red rum their child? Are you kidding me?
But look, I was talking to Jazz. That ain't the reason why they put him in the psych ward. They put him in there because he was getting his behind beat up in jail.
Well, that's what you're supposed to get when they go to jail for what they do. That is the actually side effect of being a red rummer.
Yeah. This was in the beginning when they didn't when they found out that he just was, what is it again? Nancy?
He was in general population.
Yeah, but this was the charges for
Oh, abuse and neglect.
yes, abuse and neglect for leaving the kids. Now they know that he's in the unaliving his son. They gonna tear his behind up even more.
Yeah,
Right.
because the CEO stated we had to put him in there because that was for his own protection. Because the inmates were watching the news and they was tearing that tail up. What he didn't say
Right.
tail. He was getting a lot of backlash on that. We all knew what that was.
Mm-hmm.
So what did he think, that he was going to lay his head on a pillow and he's going to have sweet dreams? No.
Hello. Mm-hmm.
And he just blew his own spot up a few minutes ago. I'm
Yep.
listening to him like this is a clown right here, man. He
Mhm.
just said he's saying that he didn't do nothing to Cody, that letter that they made him write it and this and that. It wasn't from his heart. He didn't write it. They made him write it from the intercom. He wanted to take a shower and he was getting real skinny and all this other bullshit. But then out of his mouth, he says something to the fact of, I gave y'all the letter and I told y'all the truth. So what do you want? Like, dude,
Okay.
you are
So
backwards.
they said he lost 80 pounds, correct?
He was 233 when he went in, and he was 177. So it was like 68 pounds.
Okay. Well, God be with me and everything that I'm about to say, but I'm not trying to be funny with this. But is that because he doesn't have Cody anymore? He lost the 68 pounds?
Sure is. That's because Cody was haunting the crap out of him.
No, what I'm saying is that's what he lost. I don't.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Right. I got you now.
I don't.
The weight of Cody.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? It's like he loses this weight because he lost Cody. The weight that Cody weighed, but Cody weighed like 35 pounds, but it doesn't matter. I understand her point.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's
interesting.
But, he refused to eat. So it's not that they were taking his canteen, because that's what they tried to say at first. So they're all just sticking with that story.
Sorry about what happened. I just got a phone call as I was saying what I was saying. What I'm saying is he doesn't look unhealthy at all, first of all. And what I'm saying is, I'm not trying to be funny, but literally he lost 68 pounds as of his son. That's oops, hold on.
He's talking
sperm
about
that he donated is because that's not his daddy, nor is that his father in any matter to me, because he is a red rummer and he's not. But what I was trying to say before they cut me off on this phone is that's what he lost. He lost his weight of the child.
Right.
So
yeah, he's talking
he
about in the
with that
beginning.
lie, huh?
He's talking about in the beginning when he first got locked up, when he started, because in the beginning when he first got locked up, he lost a whole bunch of weight. And I remember them saying, remember Nancy, when they would see, this is the thing that fucks me up, because I remember in the beginning, right, when he did all that weight and everything, that's on him because he chose not to eat and shit. Because
Absolutely.
you know what he did to his son.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But I remember when they had said, if you want to see us, if you want, we'll get together and you can eat. We'll get you a dinner. You can have a little get together with your family in the jail. Tell us what Cody is.
Yes, because the corporal and all of them, they were concerned,
right?
Because he was losing all kinds of weight. They couldn't figure out why he was losing weight. They didn't know if it was mentally or if it was, they didn't know. So they took him over to Norfolk General Hospital and had him tested. And everything came back fine. So they released him and brought him back to jail the very next day because there was nothing wrong with him. He just refused to eat. refused to talk to his family. So what he's saying, that they wouldn't feed him, wouldn't let me talk to my family, that's all a lie.
But that part where they said to him, we will feed you and get you a nice dinner and have you sit with your family like a fucking reunion. And I don't even know if I was so mad when they did that shit.
Yeah, because that's where the mental state thing came in that they were concerned about. Maybe if we get his family in here and eat with him, then maybe that will lift his spirits and he will start eating. Well,
and
by God, he started eating.
And start telling us what Codi is too, right? I thought
Well,
that's
no, they didn't say anything about saying where Codi was. They just wanted him to start eating.
Right.
Oh,
I
that's what
figured
I'm
that's
asking
what they
you.
lied about. I figured they lied about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That was
because that's
Rhoda
what
that said that crap.
Right.
Okay, see, that's why I got this. That's why I'm trying to ask, because that's why I heard that. I've heard that.
You got it from
and
her.
I was so mad.
You got it
you
from
can't.
her.
You cannot believe anything that Rhoda Young says. Nothing.
I said, how they gonna do that? How would what?
It's crazy.
Fuck how he feel.
That's that's her virtual. I mean, his virtual lover. You know, I just wanted y'all to know that.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Cause she over there trying to get on that young lanky.
Yeah. I'm like, what in the world? I'm like, why would you even want to touch a man that has unalived child?
Because maybe she has the mental capacity of a red rummers herself. I don't know.
There you go.
Some people like red rummers. They're cuckoo like that.
Yeah. Some of them are now.
What you making?
I'm making homemade burgers.
Go ahead.
Okay. Somebody was making that on YouTube last night. I was watching before I fell asleep. And they had like homemade burgers and fries.
French fries,
yeah. But she made the fries out the bag, but it still looked good though. Shit.
Oh, that's where I'm making mine. You think I'm gonna make it fresh at Nib?
And she had her boyfriend had put avocado on his burger though. I never saw that before.
Avocado burger. That sounds good. I should have got some avocados. Why didn't you tell me that earlier about the avocados? I could have got some.
I never saw that. I was like, oh snap. And then she had like, just the lettuce, tomatoes, pickles. And so I was like, okay, that look good. I don't eat meat. Like I don't do ground beef and pork and all that. They do that. But I thought, shit, I don't know. I might make that for him this week. But yeah, I saw somebody making it yesterday. I made some homemade meatballs for him.
And you know why I was in there and it was X'd out? Because I was told through the intercoms that if I tried to throw it in the trash can, they were going to get it out of the trash can. For one, for you to come in my room and do that, you're supposed to have a search warrant.
Search warrant.
Was in it a search warrant to come in my
search
cell
warrant
and search
in
for
jail?
anything.
Is he crazy?
Shut up. I got a million different things in the room. You mean to tell me you came in there and went for one composition?
I'm gonna write him.
Did he even say he wanted them to have a search warrant?
Yes.
Room in the cell?
Yeah.
No, ma'am. No, sir. No, sir.
Duty, right?
In his
I was
jail
going
cell.
directly to my cell from the booth.
In his jail
to pick
cell.
up anything unless I told you to come and get it.
That's a lie.
If I told you to come and get it, wouldn't that be on video? If I did like this and said, hey, CO, come over here and grab this letter real quick. That would be on camera, wouldn't it? If the camera's facing towards my cell, which I know it is.
He's a mess.
Wait, hold
because
on.
there's
Wait
a million different ones facing my cell.
They can
I
go
would have told
in
you
his
to come
cell
and get
and
it.
get
I never
everything
told
out,
nobody to come and
including
get
him.
anything.
So,
Right.
So in order for you to see a paper, laying there in my slot, there's only one way you can see that.
Psycho.
Let me tell you how it is. You're doing your rounds. You're checking all the cells to make sure the inmates are there.
Didn't I tell you
doing
he's
head count, right?
narcissistic?
Yep.
She never did no
Yeah,
head
I
count.
said that too,
So who
yes.
told her to come and get that? Obviously, it was coerced the same way I'm telling you through the loudspeaker, telling me
Nancy,
to
you
write
hit
that
the
crap when I
knife
wasn't
for me,
supposed to be
babe?
writing it.
I believe I did.
Is that true? What was you lost nearly 60 pounds.
I'm gonna tell you what was happening with that. It's trickery to that too.
I did now. Sorry.
Thank
They
you,
was
babe.
bringing
No,
the,
but some
they was
people
bringing the
forget.
trays by, right? Everybody would get trays. There were certain times where they would stop when they first came into the unit, when they first came into the cell block. They would bring the trays, right? They would stop. I'd be watching them out of the window, out of my cell window. They would stop, pull the trays off to the side, pull out of the trays, right? and then they would bring me my tray with 2 cookies in it. I was literally eating 2 cookies for 2 months.
I'm sorry.
They were just trying to get you ready for the sweet
Because
one.
it was trash because I wasn't getting the proper nutritious food that I was supposed to be getting like everybody else. They were taking stuff out of my trays.
And then Mr.
Oh, poor baby.
Oh.
He don't want to talk. Look, he about hanging up on her ass. He mad.
Yeah,
Look.
he's mad. Look, listen.
my friend.
He
No,
over there
the
getting
phone
ready
cut off
for that
again.
sweet ones. You know what I'm talking about when I say
He
that?
getting ready to go into his sister's testimony.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's getting ready to go on into that one.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yes, like I said, they were taking food out of my trays. All I was getting was 2 cookies. I was eating 2 cookies a day.
What were they,
for like 2
Oreos?
months until I was moved over to the so-called suicide watch.
Katie said.
That's trash. I was never trying to commit no suicide.
Can I ask
We
about
gotta change the other live, y'all. Let me see.
Did
My
Change
sister,
it for a little later.
I have nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with what she stated or her telling any lies or anything that they claim. Maybe my sister got some dates mixed up or whatever. I don't know what it was, but it has nothing to do with me. It's nothing for me to tell you about because I never talked to my sister before they interview her about anything. So how would I have any recollection of what she's telling them?
She says you all
I wouldn't
met,
at all.
She says you all met in September 2021 in DC for this event, for this gathering.
We never met there. I'm telling you, we didn't meet there.
Okay, you didn't meet on September 2021.
No, we did not.
In DC.
Perjury.
All right. Sorry, Mr. Bigsby. I think that's all I have.
Is this a live or no,
Any
right?
final
It's not live.
messages?
No, it's not
Right,
live.
that's
No.
it.
Can you
That's all I
rewind
got.
that? Because he said no and nodded his
And
head
even my
yes.
son admitted, they asked my son,
What?
Body
"Every time they brought him
language.
in for the interview, did your mom talk some dates mixed up or whatever? I don't know what it was,
Right there?
but it has nothing to do with me. It's nothing for me to tell you about because I never talked to my sister before they interview her about anything. So how would I have any recollection of what she's telling them?
She says you all
I wouldn't
met,
at all.
She says you all met in September 2021 in DC for this event, for this gathering.
We never met there. I'm telling you, we didn't meet there.
Okay, you didn't meet on September 2021
No, we did not.
in DC.
He just nodded his head yes like one time, okay?
Right.
That's-
Yeah, he did.
Sorry,
Yeah, I
It's a
seen it.
reaction to
That's
lies.
all I have.
Right.
Yeah, I seen it.
Any final messages?
Right, that's it. That's all I got.
All right.
And even my son admitted, they asked my son the third time they brought him in for the interview, did your mom talk to you? Yes, no, yes, no.
That's a lie. He did not. He did not.
I plan to stay in
He gonna
touch
lie
with
on
you,
his own
Mr.
kid.
Bigsby. Again, my name's Angelique. With
Okay,
Channel-
Angelique.
Yeah, my name's Angelique. And my colleague is Dan. Maybe you've spoken to him before. I'm not sure. But
Okay.
Why was
no,
the
this is
founder
Jason,
of
but-
Virginia Black Lives Matter seen leaving the
sounds
court
good.
walking
Thank
with
you so much for your time.
Kobe's family
All right.
and not
Have a
with
blessed
anyone
day.
who
All right.
searches for Kobe?
Be blessed.
Oh,
You be
he
blessed
thought
too,
he,
man.
he
All
thought
right,
he
talk
was
to you later.
security.
Thank you.
You don't even know God. What you gonna bless? Go get your behind
And,
from that baldy locks.
another thing, medication.
Look.
I only took 3 kinds of medication while I was over there. The same thing that I'm taking here. Prilosec, vitamin D, and then there was minocycline for my face for bumps.
Now, why did they say
110 grams of minocycline. I wasn't supposed to take no other medication.
Is that why-
Protonics? I ain't never took no Protonics.
Shut up.
What the is Protonics? I don't even know what that is.
Why did they say they found it in your shower shoe?
Huh?
They found pills in your shower shoe. Why is that? Were you hiding the pill? Were you not taking them? Remember, during trial.
You say what?
I can't hear ya.
I can't hear you, Mom.
Oh, sorry.
Talk to me.
Oh, sorry.
Lord.
I'm tired of this. I don't have time for this in my life. I got too many things to do.
What he got to
Like
do?
what? You in
What he
jail?
gotta do?
He ain't got nothing to do. He about to go get some vitamin D, if you know what I mean.
What does he got to do? He's in prison.
Oh yeah, what I was saying was Protonics. I don't even know what no
pick up
Protonics
soap?
is. I ain't never took
Right.
no Protonics. Prilosec,
He gonna
minocycline,
get
and
in
vitamin
some
D
double-
is all I'm supposed to take. The rest of that is trash. Ain't no proof of me taking
Really bugged
none of
out.
that. That's a lie. I ain't never took no class 3 drugs.
It's not a class 3 drug because it didn't have Codi.
Anyone with $10,000 or more
He
in
is
credit card debt or
really
personal
low. No,
loans
he's
may
really
qualify for
he ain't
help
on
from
there.
National Debt Relief.
They missed
Minimum
something
payments
on
could
that one.
literally
That's
keep you in
crazy.
debt.
Sorry.
Yeah, they definitely missed something because he's not all there.
No,
he's not all there, but he's
not.
not crazy to be in no nut farm.
No,
Right.
he's not. But he's not all there either.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's gonna go get his double D's. That's what's going on up in there.
Mr. Bigsby, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
What it is he can't figure out what to say.
Right.
He's a little loony though.
Yeah.
What Buckley said. Buckley said, why was the founder of Virginia, Black Lives Matter, seen leaving the court walking with Kobe's family and not with everyone who searched for Kobe?
Because he thought he was security for the family, because that's when we all started running behind the family with the posters chanting justice for Codi, justice for Codi. And he stuck his arms out and was walking behind them like he was their security guard. I'm skinny, but he is just as skinny as me, and I would have had that ass on the floor. He wasn't protecting nobody.
Katie says he definitely will put his hands on her the way he's standing up to her.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's aggressive as heck.
Yeah.
Yes.
He is. He's definitely aggressive.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Whoa, that was like, whoo, chiao.
Very
He
controlling.
looks like a black Kojak, huh?
Yeah, right. Right.
Kojak. Oh my God, I remember Kojak.
Yeah.
You know, I met him when I was a baby in my baby stroller.
Aww.
At Times Square. Yep.
Or
Yep.
Mr. Clean. Which one do you think? He gonna be clean, or do you think he's Kojak?
No. That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm wondering, is he gonna clean his cell? Because, you know, they are going to come in there and check his stuff. So he's got to hide it really well because they got to have a warrant for all that stuff. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He lost.
So wait a minute. He had pills in his shower shoe?
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He was
what he said.
hoarding. He was hoarding pills.
Was he trying to take them all at once, or was it him trying to make them believe he was going to take them all at
Well,
once?
probably trying to make them believe he was going to take them. Because like he said, he didn't want to be in that jail. He wanted to be over there, that psych ward.
Where
at
he could get more freedom. Right.
Yeah, so he could get more freedom. That's where he wanted to be. So I'm going to play crazy. But then when they found out, Brian, you are competent. You are very competent. The doctor even stated, Mr. Bigsby is a very smart man. So, but he's not very smart. Because he didn't get away with killing that baby.
So you know, they asked, we was watching a press conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the news people asked him, if he did tell you where little Codi's body is, would you request less time? He said, nope.
So he's not going to ask for less time, but he's going to tell them where he's at? Or nope,
No.
I ain't telling you either one.
No. They asked, go ahead, Nancy.
The news reporter asked the Commonwealth's attorney.
Oh,
if he tells you where Codi is at, will you lesser his time? So he didn't say anything, and he looked at the reporter. He said, did I answer your question? And he was like, well, no, not verbally. And he was like, no.
Wow.
Yep. Because we're not going to find anything.
No.
We'll
and
never
then
he
burned his body.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, he dug him up and burnt him to cover up the bruises.
But if they know where he's at, they can still find him because bones don't burn like that.
Right, bones don't, but then the animals will get to him and they'll scatter him.
Yeah, that's true. That is.
You know, he's probably scattered all over the woods somewhere.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, and that's why Antoine Bell says, you know, now the police, they're still searching for him.
Are they?
Yeah.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Yeah, and that's because the police chief said, we are still searching for Cody, and we are encouraging the community to assist.
I hope so. I hope they're still searching. We talked
Yeah.
about that yesterday, right, Ness? I was saying they still gonna search for him because please don't give up.
Don't give
No.
up
I know
at
Nancy and
all.
them is not gonna give up. I mean the police. I hope they're
Yeah.
gonna still search.
Yeah, they're still searching for him, and I'm sure they're still investigating. I'm sure they're still watching phones and emails and things like that. I'm sure of it. But me
You
and
know,
Amanda.
he's very narcissistic. Do you think that he's gonna go and tell one of the cellmates something?
Mm.
He
Because
might.
most of the time they do.
He
I mean,
might.
like
Right.
a lot of times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they could get a cellmate informant in there
Mm-hmm.
to come buddies with him,
Right.
and maybe he will tell him. Maybe he will slip
Yeah. Yep.
and
The
tell.
way he's so defensive and kind of like I don't even know if he would. He just so
Girl.
like he don't seem like the chatter talking type. You know what I mean? Like some
Mm.
people just like
Mm-hmm. And that's
he's kind of like
how that uncle is. Him and his uncle just alike.
damn.
Just alike. His uncle acts and talks just like Cory.
Well, Katie, you might be right. He said he may after time passes.
He might. I hope.
Oh, they always sooner, not always. I'm just gonna say,
They usually
70% of the
do.
time they open their mouths. Yeah, sooner or
Yeah.
later they do. And also while they're getting getting that double D and all that stuff too,
Right.
they gonna tell it sooner or later because they gonna beat it out of him.
Oh yeah. Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Cory will die in prison.
Yeah.
He'll die
I
in prison.
could see that. I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah, because
He ain't
either
gonna make it to 45 years or more.
somebody's gonna wind up killing him.
No.
Mm-mm.
Let me tell you guys a story real quick. It's gonna be a fast one because I'm not gonna go like into detail, but it was my neighbor, and the kids were at home at the time. She was 14 years old, and she was a V, if you know what a V is, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he this is the uncle now. This is the uncle through marriage, not through blood, but through marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And he went over to their trailer, which is like right down here from where we are.
Mm-hmm.
And he came and he was asking for the older sister to come babysit. The big sister didn't go because she was sleeping, from my understanding. She was sleeping. So he ended up saying, okay, well, then go get your other sister. He said her by her name.
Mm-hmm.
So the brother went and got the other one, and he said, hey, you want to go, he wants to know if you could go babysit for him tonight. Do you know what he did to that girl?
Oh,
He
God.
took her around the block to the park, which is like 4 minutes away from here, and beat her, eyed her. And then he went and passed by somebody's house and took their car, and he dropped her off over at about 15 minutes away from here, butt naked, in their car, right in their car, butt naked, and left the door was. And she actually, the only reason why she was found was because of security. She could have actually passed on that night, but because she fell out and the security saw her butt naked.
Wow.
Yep. It was all over the news. And then also the brother, he would put her next to the guy, even if it's her uncle. When I heard about it, I was so ticked off that when her brother put her next to the guy and he would sit in the back seat, I told him, I said, if I ever catch your tail putting that girl in the front seat with a dude after what she went through, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm passionate about this stuff. She just went through, I'm going to get your tail. Because that girl should not be sitting up front. Do you not see her straddling in that doggone door trying to stay away from that man, no matter if it is your uncle? I was mad. Oh, I was burning mad. So let me tell you what they did to the guy. They caught him. The daddy hid him out for a few days until I guess he decided, you know what? No, I'm not hiding you. You're not going to have these cops coming in and out of my house like this.
Mm-hmm.
So he went and told him, so, hey, he's over here. So they picked him up, right? So he goes to prison. Of course, he's guilty, right? So they put him in the prison right away until they do the court thing or whatever. Girl, let me tell you, he didn't make it in there. He almost didn't make it in there. I don't know if he passed on or not, but what I was told, girl, they weren't feeding the man. They were giving him poop and making him drink pee. That's what he got for what he did to that 14-year-old baby.
Oh, Lord.
That was her uncle, y'all. That was her, not blood uncle, but her uncle from marriage.
Right. Now
And
just
that
imagine.
woman, that woman still kept coming around like it was okie dokie, you know, like she would go with him and hang out with the man and everything after she knew what he did.
Lord.
Yeah,
Now
that
just
part.
imagine. Now just imagine what Cory's going to go through for killing his own son.
Period.
They're 3-year-old, not 4 now. It's 3-year-old son.
Yes, 3. 3 years old.
Damn.
God.
I know I put that on the thumbnail, 3 years old. I've been putting 4 before.
Yeah.
So I fixed it. Yeah.
Yeah, even the news now, they don't go by January 31st anymore. So it's now 3 years.
Yeah.
You know, so that oh God.
Man. Wow. Ooh,
yeah, girl. It's been it was a long 7 days, the most stressful I have ever been through in my life, and I think that's why I broke down as hard as I broke down yesterday. I mean, I could hardly breathe.
I know, we watched it.
I think it was like I was about ready to have an anxiety attack or something, because
That's what I thought you were about to go through, because it looked like you were trying to hold it back, and then all of a sudden it just rolled out of you. It was not going to happen.
It just came out. I could not hold it no
For
longer.
nothing. Yeah, for nothing. I saw you.
Girl.
And it didn't look like no play or drama and nothing. It
Right.
looked
No,
real
she's
as it
very
could be.
she's been doing this from day one since Cody's been missing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the news reporter said, you have goosebumps. And I'm like,
yeah.
I'm so excited that we get justice. I'm like, these goosebumps are because excitement for Cody.
Yeah. I'm glad. I'm so happy to. Trust me, I'm happy to.
We were
I
so
haven't been on
happy.
this case, you know, talking about this case that, you know, as far as other than with Brooke. But the time that I've been in here, I see the passion y'all have for this child. And I was like, oh my God, I'm starting to feel it. I'm hearing that this man needs to go down. I was so glad when they said guilty.
Yes, we was
My
like,
heart dropped. I was like,
even Cynthia was crying up here yesterday too.
Yeah,
That's
it was
why
emotional.
I
She
told the
had her
news
daughter
reporter.
next to her.
Yeah, I told the news reporter, I was like, he became 757's child. And that's our area code, you know? So he did. He became 757's child, because people were coming from all over the 757 area to search for him.
Wow.
You know, I mean, it's just, I don't know. He became the poster child of the missing for Hampton
They
Roads.
had his thing on the highway. Everybody would know about Codi, baby.
Yes, everybody. He went nationwide. He did do that.
Yeah, he sure did. There's some people still that never heard of him though.
I'm shocked.
But you will hear
That's
him
what I
now.
was going to tell you. I'm shocked that I didn't even see a lot of that on YouTube at all. Like, I didn't see much of it.
Absolutely.
That's what I say, you know?
I didn't see much of it at all.
But let me tell you what, at first, all the YouTubers jumped on it.
In the beginning, when he first went missing, but she means of now, when this case, the trial, nobody was talking about that
They
shit.
slowed it down.
I caught some feelings over that. I'm not gonna front. I mean, not bad, like I was mad.
You know who they're
but
really
I was just kind of like emotional, a little like, damn, why nobody else is talking about this?
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is.
I know who they talking about a lot.
Well, you know why, right?
Mahogany.
Go ahead, you know.
Mahogany.
Yup.
Oh,
Mahogany.
really?
They all over Mahogany. Yeah,
And
I did one, but mine is a
it's
reaction. Huh?
It's Madeline Soto. That's why.
Oh, that one too. Yeah, Madeline, definitely.
Yeah.
Madeline. That's why.
Yeah, that's true. Madeline is everywhere.
Everywhere.
I mean, every time I go through my
Everywhere.
YouTube, I see it.
Yes, and she getting a lot of see. My thing is this, right? I don't mind. I cover all cases, of course. Everybody that knows me, knows me. I'll cover anything, but
Mm-hmm.
I do like to cover the cases that people are not really covering, that is not getting that much attention.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Because the ones that's not getting that much attention, and the ones that's just thrown on the side, those are the ones that really need to get cover.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, damn, what about them?
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Madeline is
Absolutely.
all over the place. She's covered. I'm so happy she's getting covered. Amazing. Hallelujah. She's being
Yes.
covered. Now, what about
I was going to ask you if, I know that it's your, you've been doing your case, and I don't want to be like coming behind you because I don't do that normally, but I was going to ask you, is it okay if I do Madeline? You're okay with it? Because I actually have
It's
some
not my
information.
case.
No, I'm saying, no. You know what I mean? Stop playing with me. You're going to stop playing with me. And did you eat, first of all, before I forget?
I was munching on these I had 2 granola bars, and then
Oh,
when we
her and
were
them granola bars. Food, woman, food.
listen, but no, I had little crackers when we were sitting here.
Okay.
Did I eat food? No, I'm gonna eat tonight. I'm gonna eat my
Okay.
shrimp Alfredo thing. But girl, that ain't my damn case.
But not your, you know what I mean? Like, not your case as in, oh my God, it's yours. But I mean, like, I just don't want no, I don't want to step on
No,
nobody's
it's
feet. How
not.
about that?
Let me explain something to you. And I think I know why you asking me this, because of the whole thing I went,
No,
that's
this has
different.
been it's been with other content creators as
Oh,
well.
really?
Yes,
See,
ma'am.
that's one thing I don't do. If I'm
That's
covering
mine.
something, it ain't mine.
You don't need to do that case because that's mine. I do that case. I'm like, what?
No.
That's not
Oh
your
my
case.
God. Hell
No.
That's
no,
not your
girl.
child. How you gonna tell me that's
Right.
yours?
Oh my
But
God. Just like I've seen YouTubers that said to they subscribers, that's my fans.
girl, and then they
Oh,
say,
yes.
Like,
don't come in here
oh
trying to take
shit.
my don't come in here trying to take my subscribers. Are you
No,
kidding me?
when
I'm
they
saying
say
hello. What is
fans,
wrong with you?
no, when they say fans, that kind of threw me away. Like, that's how you see of them? Your
Fam.
fans?
No, I say fam. Yeah, fam. It's not fan, it's fam.
Fam, yeah, like fam,
Yeah,
but they meant
I
like
know.
they a celebrity, and like they bow down to
Yeah,
thing.
right.
It's
A
just certain
celebrity.
things that I'm just thrown away with. No, but this ain't my case. Shit.
Okay. No, because I was putting it
I'm just
together, but I
covering
was
it.
like, I'm not going to do it until I talk to you first, but I just wanted to
I'm not
make
like that.
sure. Okay.
That ain't
All
my
right.
case. I'm just covering it, girl. I want
Okay.
everybody to cover. If everybody could cover, man, listen, I'm like that. No.
Girl,
That's
yes.
different from what me and you talked about yesterday.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
With that,
Yeah,
because
I
it was
got you.
a little bit more with that, but I'm not gonna
Yeah,
get into it. I
I know, I
just
know.
had to shut my mouth.
Look, I'm not even a YouTuber, but thank the Lord that people have covered Codi.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
I am,
Cody was like everywhere.
yeah,
When I
I am
first
so
seen it,
grateful. Yeah.
yeah, I was
I
like,
mean, you're not a
wow.
YouTuber, but you are a Facebooker, right? You do Facebook Live, don't you?
Girl, I am a Facebooker. I am a TikToker.
TikToker.
I mean, I don't like to get up
Hey,
and talk,
Barbara.
you
Hey,
know.
Barbara. Billboard. Yes, he was on billboards. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
it. He was on the billboard. He was everywhere. Everybody in the beginning, when
Mhm.
he first went missing, all you saw was Cody, 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 Cody. That's why I was surprised when the trial finally came and nobody was talking about Cody.
Girl, we thought
Wow.
there was going to be a line out the door to get in there. That's why we were early every day, because
And
we thought we
nothing.
was going to have to fight our way through there.
So did
And
they have a
nothing.
lot of people in court? Like a lot of people?
The day
That's what she
the day of the verdict, there was
Uh-huh.
about 75 people in there,
said.
but
Okay.
a lot of them were police officers that worked the case,
Oh.
detectives that
Mm.
worked the case, and then of course before verdict was read, I think you had half the damn sheriff's department in there,
Wow.
Mm.
They worked
standing at
hard on it.
every corner of the pews.
Wow.
Yeah, so because that way we wouldn't get up and attack Cory.
And I think because they, like you knew said, they work hard on this too. They
Mm-hmm.
were passionate. Look at the video that I have put on here for us to watch. Remember, you knew the officer was crying.
Oh my God.
Oh,
He killed
He was-
us. We were all crying and when he was
talk-
talking.
You know
it's
what I'm
awesome to
talking
see a
about.
man emotional about things, a child. It is
And
so awesome.
he has
It is.
a English accent.
Really?
Yeah, like he's from England. So when he
Oh.
talked and he started crying, that accent
Oh.
got stronger, and it was like
Wow.
we were all just trembling because we couldn't show emotion.
That's right. You cannot show emotion up there, right? When you're in
Right.
the courtroom.
Yeah, we couldn't show no
I
type of
I couldn't
emotion.
be there then. Then that's definitely I want to, but if you can't show emotion, they would kick me out.
See, that's why I think it hit me so hard when I got outside, because I could finally show that emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when they said court adjourned, girl, I hit that door. I was hauling ass down the hallway, dropped my jacket, kept right on running. I was like, shit, had to turn around, get my jacket, and hauled ass out that door. Had to go run down steps, go through the metal detector, and then out the door I went.
And all that just came out. Hi, Barbara. I see you, boo. I said
Hello.
hi.
Hey, Barbara.
How
I
are
just
you?
say hi. We just so caught up because we just so happy he got justice, man. It's like
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
finally. Jesus, the
I
trial.
still haven't wiped that stuff off my car yet.
Oh, you going to bed, baby?
Yeah, I still got it all rode up on and riding around town.
You need to sleep?
I looked for a tree. I woke up.
Okay, love you.
Try not to be too loud. You want me to hold that thing down?
Nah, because I'm going back on live tonight.
Try not to be too loud.
Okay, I love you, papi.
Hello, Dave.
They said hi, Dave.
Oh, hello.
He's so tired.
Aw.
He going to sleep. Because he gets up
Poor
at
thing.
3. He gets up at around 3 a.m. So,
Oh, my gosh.
yeah. He's go to work.
Oh, my gosh.
To go to work.
Wow.
So he ate dinner. I cooked already and stuff. Okay, I made some homemade meatballs and spaghetti.
Mm.
And a nice salad for him.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Girl,
we're gonna get off of this now, y'all, because I gotta get back on that 9.
Okay.
Okay.
So
What are we doing at 9?
that case, that trial with that woman.
Okay, yeah.
I still don't know much about it. I still didn't peep in. I don't know, like.
Oh, is that the one that says that her son killed her daughter?
Yes, her daughter killed her daughter, some shit like that.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
girl, it's on trial. I want to see it. I don't know much about it because I like to be shocked when y'all be shocked.
Yeah, because I
Unless
don't know
I'm
much
doing an
about it.
interview with somebody, then I'm full investigating, of course, before I even come to y'all with it. But on
Mhm.
some stuff, I like to watch it with y'all and be shocked when y'all be shocked.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
my reactions be real reactions because I haven't seen it. You know what I
Right.
mean? So,
I mean,
but
I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it. So
yeah, so we're gonna do that. Yeah, and I see y'all at 9.
Yes, take them out.
I see you at 9, Mama.
okay.
Okay.
All right, you guys.
Bye,
See you
guys.
later.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, babe.